I always have the urge to grow, and now I get more and more responsibilities. I mean, we live in an ever-changing world, which means, especially in communications, you have to adapt quickly and you have to follow the never stop attitude.
Okay, good afternoon, Annika, Birgit, SDA, and thanks for joining. And very good to see you as a guest on my interview today.
Thanks for having me here, Toshi.
Okay, let's start talking about your background a little bit. I believe you joined the Fujifilm as a dual student in 2015. Is that correct? And since then you developed your professional career, and now you became a very important member of Fujifilm Europe's corporate communication team. And I know you are involved in a lot of projects already. And please tell us why you decided to join the Fujifilm and corporate communications.
So when I joined Fujifilm, I was a dual student, so I did a bachelor degree and an apprenticeship at the same time. And during this time, I had the opportunity to see many departments. And after those 3 years, I joined the corporate communications department and also had the possibility to do my master next to the full-time job. I chose corporate communications because you can work strategic and creative at the same time, which I quite enjoy. And right now my responsibilities are mainly internal communication, events and branding. And yeah, I really enjoy that.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds already you are involved in the varied tasks. And can you please tell us what is the aspect you loved most about your job?
So I think there's actually two parts, but in the end they come together. So the first part is the event part, be it the Christmas party or organizing charity runs or opening events. This is things I really enjoy, you know, working on a concept. Also, if it can get stressful, but seeing everything coming together like a puzzle is the aim and what makes you happy in the end. The second part is the branding part, which includes, you know, giving events a special touch, choosing and creating promotional material, but also making sure, you know, everything goes along with the CI guidelines. And yeah, that's basically the two things. Mm-hmm. And in the end, it's creating brand awareness as much as possible, I think.
Yeah, that's very important. It seems, you know, the great networking and communication skills seems, you know, very important. The part of factor of your the job for internal communication. And can you tell me about what are the soft skills that guide you in conducting your work?
So I think the first one I'm thinking about is not really a skill, but a matter of course, because as we are working in a European corporate communications department, we are communicating across borders. So looking after different cultures and behaviors and also respecting them is a very important thing, I would say. The second thing is the networking part, of course. So having an external network is very important, but for me, because I'm responsible for internal communication, it's also the internal network. And the networking inside the company. It's, you know, knowing who you're talking to, building up a relationship with them is a day-to-day business, and then also, you know, feel the atmosphere inside the company to then take action into different directions if needed. And the third thing is actually I wanted to say organizational management, but I think it's more the out-of-the-box thinking that is maybe not a skill that you can learn, but it's more a skill that you have and can take use of.
Very interesting. Thinking out of the box, very interesting. So can you give me one example?
Yeah, sure. In 2020, when COVID just started, we initially wanted to organize a Christmas party for the colleagues, but unfortunately we had to cancel it quite shortly before the event was supposed to happen. and then decided to create a nice Christmas gift for the colleagues to send to their homes, which was by then a nutcracker, which came along with some nuts. But I quickly thought that this isn't really enough. There is not enough creativity and, no personal, individual touch for the colleagues to really, have the feeling that they are valued. So we very shortly decided to create a nice video, which actually had internal actors, I would say. So our colleagues were the actors. And then the video at the end was called 10 Ways to Crack a Nut, and it was very well received, I have to say.
That was a very good example. So the next question is a little bit high level. So question is, what is your goal in your life? And how do you see the Fujifilm fit in as a part of your goal as a woman and a professional?
I always have the urge to grow, and I can also say that Fujifilm really supports this, because the company has simply proven it already, because I was supported, by doing the dual degree thing. I could do my master, and now I get more and more responsibilities, which allow me to grow. And I think that's a very important thing. And we live in an ever-changing world, which means, especially in communications, you have to adapt quickly, and you have to follow the never stop attitude.
Never stop attitude. Wow. So you are still young, very energetic, and your energy, I believe, it's already led you to some achievement, important goals. And can you tell us about what you are most proud of?
I think one of the recent things that happened that I'm very proud of is our big opening of the new headquarters European headquarters in Ratingen. This was, it was not only the opening, it was also the visit of President Goto and also very important external guests that made that event very special for us. And you could also feel the excitement and the stress in the very beginning. But then, seeing the whole concept coming together like a puzzle and everything working was totally worth it in the end, I would say. But I think it's there's not such thing as a great success. For me, it's more, being the best version of yourself every day and getting out the maximum out of every project, even if this means to walk the extra mile.
I totally agree. That was the big and fantastic event. And for me as well, it was a great achievement. And that was, I clearly keep in my memory that day. And I really appreciate the effort and your team's effort. And today, I can hear the big passion from your heart and from your words. And our offices, they're very close to each other, and we are always the meeting and the joking, and I see a big smile always from your face. So as you mentioned, you have 100% never stop working attitude, which I think quite good fit to our company as a Fujifilm, and you already achieved some good success, and I predict your bright future. And thank you very much today for joining.
Thank you, Toshi.